What's up, guys? I am so excited to be here today, and I'm excited for you to be joining me, whether it's your first time or if you are coming back as a regular. Thank you so much for being here. So let's get right into it. So, our topic today is what are their next actions towards you? My intention is to get the immediate actions of what they, are planning. Regardless of what's going on, whether you are in a connection or whatever type of connection this is, we are leaving the messages open for spirit to just receive and be, purposeful with our intent in the reading today to get their immediate next actions in the situation that you might be in. Okay. So that being said, we are going to, of course, start with the tarot today, and we have a classic deck for each of the piles today, which I thought was fitting. We are, of course, also going to get into a few of the oracles to get more detail of next actions. And we always are going to end with some advice for you because I just think it's a good idea, regardless, because, regardless of whatever connection you might have, it's always a good idea to see what spirit would say as far as specific messages. I always give my 2 cents, but I feel like it's pretty aligned with the messages that spirit give, I hope. So that being said, you're in good hands, and let's figure out what this person's next actions are. So here are the pile selections for you today. For pile 1, we have this really cool mottled stone. It's called a mottled stone. And for your reading today, pile 1, we have the black bordered dark classic deck. Remember, I am using a classic deck for each of the readings today. So again, the mottled stone with the black bordered dark classic deck. For pile 2, we have this piece of hematite. It's a hematite stone. And for your reading today, we are using the colorful neon classic deck. Now, this is a classic deck. So again, pile 2, the hematite stone with the colorful neon classic tarot deck. For pile 3, we have the tiger's eye double pointed tower. And with your reading today, we are using the PopArt Classic Tarot deck. For pile 3's reading, again, the Tiger's Eye Double Pointed Tower with the PopArt Classic Tarot deck. So feel free to pause and take a moment to tune into the energy as we are figuring out, what their next actions are towards you. Regardless of whatever messages, you're in good hands. So I will meet you at your reading. Bye, guys. Hey, everyone, and welcome to your reading today. So if you chose the mottled stone, which of course reminds me of a Dalmatian, or if you chose the black bordered dark classic deck, either way, you were tuned into this energy of pile 1. So we are asking spirit for the collective energy today that's tuning in. Again, this is a timeless reading, so you are still part of the collective energy for the messages that are coming out. So the messages should resonate regardless of whenever you come across this reading, okay? Keep in mind, this could also be any type of connection that you and this person are experiencing. For this reading today, I'm keeping it open because we're just tuning into the current energy of what are their next actions? Immediate actions is the intentions when it comes to you. So thank you so much, Spirit, for being here today for the collective energy of pile 1. Get the best messages with light and love for pile 1 today. So we're actually going to get 5 cards, because I really wanted to make sure that we got the complete picture of what this person's next actions are. So this person's next actions are toward pile 1. Knight of Pentacles in reverse as our first card. What's this person planning to do, Spirit? But then we have the Page of Swords upright. So I feel like this person is going to make action, but it's going to look a little different than what you may expect. I feel like it's going to be more on the communication side, perhaps. Judgment. Yeah. So this is our first major arcana, and it's coming up in reverse. It's card number 20, and it is Libra energy, balance, and it's in the planet, the sign. I'm sorry, the 8th house, which is ruled by Pluto and Mars. But the idea here is this person might not be making a sound judgment in their next action towards you. It's going to come in very swift too. What is this person's next action, Spirit? Okay, this person is definitely overthinking it. I'm getting the energy of them having a thought, like monkey brain. I think that's what that phrase is called, where your thought is going over and over in a circle. It almost is giving the energy too that they may regret something that they did or said. Or almost like because they're in this energy, they need a release. So they might message you, and it might not be the best message to receive, some sort of biting communication. It's going to leave you and this person not in a good way. Okay, and again, I'm not sure what type of connection this is. If this doesn't sound like the energy between you and your person, then feel free to choose another pile. This might not be the reading for you today, but I am getting there might be a fight. Let's see, why is the 9 of Pentacles here in reverse, Spirit? Is pile 1 this person, what is their next actions toward pile 1? Wheel of Fortune coming up. Somewhat. Now, this is also a major arcana. I love this card. This is card number 10. This feels like fate, divine destiny. It could also feel like trapped in a wheelhouse, a circle, a cycle. But because it's 9 of Pentacles in reverse, I'm wondering if this person is making the decision to walk away. Let's see. Page of Swords, Spirit. What are their next actions for pile 1? 10 of Wands in reverse. Something was becoming very burdensome in some way. Almost like they had to get something off their chest. Why is Judgment here? Next actions toward pile 1. Strength. This is Leo energy. This is also a major arcana, card number 8. It's ruled by the Sun, strength, Leo. And it's being clarified by Judgment in reverse. Let's get all your cards. All right, we have the Lovers in reverse. And now this makes sense. I feel like there is imminent ending in the immediate future in some way. Let me get your last card. Why is this 3 of Cups here? What is this person's next action, Spirit? Queen of Cups. Upright. And then we have the King of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Knight and the King in reverse. So, all right. Wow. Overall, I will say, Pawan, the energy that I'm sensing from you, from this person is there might be some sort of ending, and it was very sharp. It was very fast, abrupt. I feel the energy. It's more of this person was is blocking. So let's go through the energy. We have the Knight of Pentacles coming up in reverse. The, now knights are usually, movement, forward movement, taking action in some way. And Pentacles is the slowest action, or I should say the slowest knight, or the court card in general. And this is, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. The knight in general is more Taurus energy. And we just finished Taurus season, time sensitive. But what I'm getting from this is this person may have pulled back an offer of commitment, of solid commitment. They may have stopped consistently communicating with you. I almost feel like they made a purposeful decision in ending or walking away. And with the Wheel of Fortune here, it almost feels like this happened for a reason. Something triggered this person. Because with the Page of Swords, it just feels very sharp. It feels very fast. Page is also could be very immature, could be very biting. Someone that takes a risk in communication, says things that they may regret later. They might be also trying to find information and get information, questioning. They may be very confused and behind the scenes. But the energy that I'm getting right now is something was burdening them. With the 10 of Wands being here, something was feeling overwhelming. They no longer want to carry this. And I almost am getting the energy of what their next actions are is some sort of communication that's going to be very quick, to the point, very precise. And it might feel a little jarring because with the Page, I feel like it's going to leave you feeling a little upset, maybe even a little triggered, meaning angry, annoyed, because that's the energy that I'm getting from the Page of Swords, like someone that is not handling the situation properly, especially with the Judgment card being here next to the Page. It's someone that is not handling, not looking at a situation in the right mindset. I'm getting more of this person misjudged something. And again, their action came in very strong too. I mean, just with this energy of what their next action is, I feel like it's going to be misjudged. I feel like they're going to come in really aggressive, maybe. I am getting a biting communication. And again, this might not be what you want to hear, but for some of you, this may make sense. You might be in a fight. I don't know. Or there might be, I don't know. I'm getting more so that this person feels strong and in their conviction of what they are currently doing. But what they are currently doing, I'm getting is off, is not right in some way. Like they're misjudging the situation in some way. And they, with the Knight of Pentacles and the King overall being in reverse. Oh, wow. And now we got the Three of Swords. Yeah, it's feeling like a breakup, guys. I'm sorry that if you're going through it right now, okay? But I do feel like the next action, that's just the current energy. What's happening immediately after this, we might get some details, but it doesn't look like this person is taking any movement forward. But I do feel like they are going to have a hard time figuring out their own way. It could be something also financially that's really going to cause them stress in the aftermath of this connection. But that could only be for a few of you. So with the lovers in reverse, I mean, I feel like we're definitely getting a lot of confirmations as far as you and this person not being together. The three of swords coming in at the bottom of the deck energy is pretty clear, but we also have the lovers in reverse. But I'm getting more so of a choice that was made that may not have been the right choice. This could be what this person is currently operating at with their anxiety, with their thoughts. I feel like this is happening in the middle of the night where they're just stressing over this decision that they made that may not have been the right decision. And I'm not sure if they're regretting it. We could get some clarifiers, but I think at the time that this decision is being made, they're going to feel very focused. They're going to feel that they're doing it with a higher mind, a higher sense of purpose. But in reality, I feel like they misjudged, and I feel like they may have made a wrong decision, and that could be what is keeping them up at night. This is going to be happening very soon if it's not happening currently right now. This is their next actions. They are reliving whatever it is that decision that they made with, and again, it came in a form of some sort of communication. It led to, this is a card of celebration, of being with friends, of family, of socializing, of love, friendship. It could also be third party situations type of stuff, but I'm not getting that energy in this reading. It's more so the energy where you and this person are just not, feeling good. You're not celebrating together. You're not socializing in any way with this person. That's the next actions I feel like is going to remain. But we do have the Queen of Cups as our final card coming out. And I feel like this is more of your energy. Because, in this, whatever this situation is that ended things or left both of you in a really angry, emotionally charged situation, because that I am feeling this. We have four major arcana. But I'm getting more of what's coming through in that message today for the major arcana is something major unfolded or is going to unfold for you and this person. All right, I want to before we get into the oracle, and the messages are pretty clear cut, and honestly, I'm sorry if you are going through it. These are not messages you want to hear. Feel free to check another pile as far as what's going to happen at a later time. I'm not sure what energy is going to come through, but currently where you are at, pile one, for those of you that chose this and you're still here resonating with these messages, I'm really sorry if you're going through it. Okay, so let's get a little bit of some clarifiers. I think we kind of understand, but why is the Queen of Cups here? What are they thinking when it comes to you? What are their next actions for the Queen of Cups? Hard work. To get you might take more hard work again. If you're coming up as the Queen of Cups, that is whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter, pal one, but that is the energy of someone that is just really beautiful and compassionate and maternal and lovely and classically just kind, like a sweetheart. Someone that is very loving as well, very in charge of their emotion. They're looking at you in that beautiful respect, and they do feel like it might take effort. And I don't know if they're willing to put that in, or right now they may think that you are working on other things, staying busy. Either way, they see you as being good, like you're solid, but they might not be. I feel like they're, with the Nine of Swords, what are they thinking about? What's on their mind? Oh, wow. Five of Pentacles. Okay, yeah. They Screwed the pooch. Is that the phrase? I don't even know. That's not a Chicago phrase, I don't think. But that's what they did. They messed up. I think they're reflecting on the decision they made, whatever that decision was. It could be a current decision too, and this energy is them now feeling like your energy is blocked. There's no way to come back inside and be around you. I'm getting a little bit of wounded energy as well, like walking away, feeling really regret, abandoned. And that's of their own doing, I feel, because with the Lovers in reverse, I really do feel like it's a decision they made. I want to get the Page of Swords. What is this? Is this communication? What happened? Or what is going to happen, Spirit? Knight of Wands. That's not the best energy to come through. The Knight of Wands in the reversals is kind of, they may have shown you or did something, or you might have found some information. That could be it too, of them. Could have been a third party. I mean, take it as it resonates, but they could not be in the best energy. Okay. I also feel like the communication of them not wanting to come forward, they may have said something that was really hurtful to you to end it. Because I think that's really where their conviction is. Now, are they feeling bad about it? I believe they are. I feel like the shock is going to drive them into the energy I'm getting is when this happens, it's going to feel very sudden, like it's almost like a pot boiling over. There's going to be some strength behind this, whatever their next action is. I'm getting more so of you're either going to find information about them for some of you, but I also feel like there's information or communication coming towards you that is not going to be the best. And that could be where the breakup is. Let's get, okay, I feel like the Hermit, okay. Because I wanted to get one more for the Queen of Cups to go back to that energy, and then the bottom of the deck, Page of Pentacles again, or another Pentacles in reverse. This person could really be struggling or focusing, could be someone from your job that you have been in a connection with. That might be for some of you. The Hermit could also be how they see you or what their next move is. They're not taking any action. I feel like they're in deep reflection. It's not good. I feel like they're going through some really tumultuous energy with the air, with the Swords energy is Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. 9 of Swords specifically is Gemini. Like they could really be going back and forth. We are in Gemini season. Happy birthday, Gemini. Time sensitive. And the energy that I'm getting with the Pentacles, again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. And I feel like this person is not grounded at all. They are not seeing the wisdom. I feel like they are left to pick up the pieces and they don't know what pieces to pick up. I feel like they are really in wounded energy, even though it could be to their doing. And even if this is like in the aftermath, like the direct aftermath, because again, we're asking, what are their next actions? Their next actions are no action. If this is the aftermath of something, they are going to be in this deep, hermiting, reflective state, figuring out their life, their own stuff, guys. And it's going to be a long journey, I think, especially if this was a big connection that ended, if this ended. If it was a fight of some kind, okay? If it was a fight of some kind, this person is currently feeling like the victim, feeling very wounded energy, but I also feel that it could have been, like I said, now I feel like I'm repeating myself. So let's get into the oracles, guys, okay? So, yeah, but to finish the thought, I feel like it's the energy of them not offering you anything. Like really, they either communicated. Here's what I'm getting, the overall, okay, as I'm shuffling this oracle real quick. For some of you, this person ghosted and may not even have given you any information. It could have felt very confusing for you. But that was the decision they made. They took away their offer. And they could be regretting it right now or feeling bad about it. Okay? For the other message, I'm getting that this person actually is going to communicate and some sort of ending in this connection. And it might come in very fast. It might be very with heated energy. Could be very biting. It could be in a moment of passion. I think that's why I'm feeling it. I feel like it could be in a moment of a fight. It could be, even if it's texting, it could be like where you're not even thinking and you're just making all these grammar mistakes because you're so upset and you're just texting. That could be what happened as well, or what is going to happen. But regardless, whatever the energy is in the final communication, if it's coming up, that this person is going to feel really yucky about it. They're going to be like, dang, why did I go there? But again, they went there for a reason, guys. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, let's move on. Let's go through the oracle. What could we expect, Spirit, with the angel answers? This person's next actions toward pile 1 in this situation. I'm not sure. Choose a new direction. Could have been your messages, but I don't know. Too many fell out, and I just... Peaceful resolution. Okay, let's be real. Let me do it for real. Hold on. Let me shuffle it one more time too. Sorry. When I'm not feeling it, I'm not going to force it. Okay, guys? So you got to just trust. Trust the channeler. Trust the process. Trust Spirit. Okay. Spirit, what messages? What is this person's next action toward pile 1? What can we expect is this person's next actions when it comes to pile 1? Okay. Helpful people. That is so cool, because ask for help from others and helpful people. This could be what this person is doing, but this could just be advice for you too. I'm leaving it open for the oracle as far as messages for the collective, for this energy. And again, that could be for you, but trust the situation will improve. This person could also be seeking advice, especially if they communicated or is communicating. With the Page of Swords, I also got that energy of someone just trying to find information or being confused. So it could be both. There could be communication between the both of you coming up that might not be good communication as far as, loving, kind. It could be something heavy. But I also feel like another part of this energy is this person trying to seek information. They might, I don't know. They may have really have done something. But it does say the situation will improve and trust. So they may feel a little bit of that energy. I'm not going to say hope, because I don't know what this connection is. But for some of you, it could be hope. But for others, it could be, just their own energy of getting through whatever this situation. Their next actions could really just be trusting and getting support from others. Could be the energy. Okay. And it could be someone maternal. If we're looking at the 3 of Cups, just to look at it from another angle, guys, okay? Just because of ask for help from others and helpful people, trust the situation will improve. All of that is giving me the energy of this person. Could be hermiting, but I do feel like Queen of Cups could be you, but it could also be them seeking support from a maternal energy in some way. Okay, let's see, Spirit. This is the Time Oracle. What are their next actions? When is the next thing we expect Okay, I don't know. We're going to stop. This year, we got fireworks. Morning coming up after that at the sunrise. So whatever next actions, I mean, it's happening currently. Now, for those of you time sensitive, this July 4th, those of you that celebrate the 4th of July who live in the States, whether you live in the States or not, that energy could be around that time. That's in July. Even if you don't celebrate, but we're also on a beach. This could also be New Year's celebration. I don't know. Something is being called for me to say that we are in the year of the dragon, right? Or the snake. Are we in the year of the snake? Oh, now I gotta look that up. Let me know in the comments, but if I remember, I'm gonna have to look it up. For the Chinese New Year. I don't know. That came up for some reason. At night when you let go. So you might be getting messages morning, night, when you let go this year. This person could be, I mean, you and this person could have communicated. They could be thinking about you a lot too. They may be having a hard time letting go. Even, I mean, any type of separation, breakup, even if it's meant to happen, even if this person wants it to happen, regardless of, in other words, how they may or may not feel about you, it's not going to be, they're going to be completely healed the next day. It's going to take some time. So that could be where the time energy is. Whether it's, now we have starry beginnings. Are you and this person going to come back around? Or is this, what's the next action, Spirit, of this person? Let's get a couple. Starry beginnings. Past life emotion lives in you. You are expressing more. It is releasing. Card number 23. This could be the expression. It is releasing. This person might have a lot to say. I don't know. I feel like there could be energy bubbling inside this person. With the Page of Swords, may not know how to communicate it. You are expressing more. It is releasing. This could be something that this person and you have been dealing with for a while. It could go both ways. I feel like you and this person could both be kind of like, wow, what a cool card. Almost feels like red, ruby slipper. You are unlimited. What you can create is unlimited. Card number 12, the Hanged Man, Pisces energy. If we're looking at it as a major arcana, the number card 12. This person's next action is definitely going to be expressing, communicating. It might be like this person just unleashing everything that's in their mind, kind of like word vomit. I also feel like this person is, I don't know, a little stuck too. They are seeing different perspective, but they're stuck as far as like taking any action. I feel like they're in reflective mode is going to be the immediate next action after the communication. Let go of a fixed plan. Allow for spontaneity, and growth. Card number 35. If you add it, it's card number 8, which is strength. This could be what this person is trying to manage within them, especially if there's been like some sort of huge fight. Getting the energy that there was some really biting communication. And I'm sorry, that's just feels so yucky. I get it. I hate having those type of interactions with people. I very rarely do, but it happens sometimes and it never feels good. But I don't know why I went into that, but let go of a fixed plan. This person is trying to let go of control. And I also feel like with the energy of spontaneity and growth, that whatever they are communicating, it's like, that is the energy I'm getting, like something that rushed in, like spontaneous action. is headed your way if it hasn't happened already. Okay, guys? So take this time frame as it resonates. Let's get some advice for you, because again, this feels like, a little bit of not really feeling too heavy. It's not too much, almost like a release, because I'm getting from most of you, this communication already took place. So now it's like the aftermath, and I think you and this person might be in that hanged man, that hermit energy, just to like fill your own cup after this, whatever this was. And I mean, so that's the energy I'm getting, as far as like not feeling so angry and frustrated. But I do feel like if that's not the case, and this is headed, this is coming up, or you're in the thick of this type of situation or communication with this person, that's why we're getting advice. Okay, so let's see, Spirit, let's get one or two messages with the bottom of the deck energy as we close out your reading. What's this person's next actions? Okay, I think that makes sense. Get grounded. Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. I think that says it all. Get grounded. You are unlimited, especially when you are in your meditative state. It's like the best thing ever to meditate. Look at the imagery in the background. Get grounded, and especially if you are highly sensitive, this person might not know how to communicate properly. With the page energy coming out, it could have left a little bit of residual scars, a little bit of, low blows. Especially if they came in with pride, with the Leo energy. And I'm a Leo, so I get it. I'm, but the energy I'm picking up is really forceful communication. And again, that aggressive communication that could be really yucky for you and your energy. Okay, so get grounded, set boundaries. I love this card because it really does imply, it could be personal, it could also be thoughts. Set boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries with yourself in your life right now? If it's based on this connection, it could be not allowing some of the responses or the information that's coming towards you from this person, to allow that to break you, to get you to a state where you are stuck on those thoughts and believing those thoughts, or those words, especially if this person is, I don't think it's too harsh. Like I don't see like devil energy or anything, them coming with you, but I do feel like it's communication that you might not want to hear in some way. So set boundaries as far as how much you're going to put more energy into this. Okay, especially if you are meditating. Look at how peaceful this person is. Don't let that energy break through your walls. Okay, get grounded. Inner temple, I feel like it's the same energy. I feel like this is a good solid message for you to allow yourself to go through on your own path, your own healing, whether that's spiritually, divinely guided, or if you're just healing in your own way. I think it's a little bit of both, but I feel like there's going to be a lot of meditation, devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart, reestablish some rituals that could really help you ground yourself in nature. Whether, even if you don't like meditating, I feel the idea of just, and I'm also getting the energy of opening up your chakra. That could be heart, right here. And that could be crown. So open up your heart, your crown, when it comes to the divine, God, spirit. Okay? I wish you the best on this journey. Honestly, Pawan, I hope this made sense. I hope this resonated in some way. Let me know if it did, and I hope I see you again. Bye, guys. Hello, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the hematite stone, which is a little bit glittery, I don't know if it's picking up. But anyway, if you chose the hematite stone and or this really cool, colorful neon classic tarot deck, then this is your reading today. And we're going to get right into it, pal two. Thank you so much for being here. So we are asking, what are their next actions toward you? It could be major, it could be minor, it depends also on your connection. And keep in mind, this is a general reading, so your connection could look very different. You might not even be in a connection with this person just yet. So, make sure that you only take what fits to your situation. But the messages should resonate right away. And if they don't, feel free to choose another pile if you need to. Also, keep in mind, this is a timeless reading. So whenever you come across this, the messages are meant to find you, and you are all a part of this collective energy regardless, okay, is the idea. So thank you so much as we tune into the energy. Spirit, thank you so much. Okay, thank you so much again. So let's get your messages. This person currently on your mind, pile two. What is their next actions towards you? Pile two's person on their mind, Spirit. What are their next actions? Now I'm seeing the Page of Swords. Okay, so we have Two of Cups being your first card. Jeez. What a start. That's nice to see. So this is Venus energy. This is Cancer energy. Two of Cups. I mean, it's those of you that know tarot already know we're off to a good start with this energy. The Star. Oh my goodness. Upright. This is our first major arcana. It's coming up next to the Two of Cups. Wow, guys. A wish fulfillment. I'm getting that sense. It's Aquarius energy. It's card number 17. The Star is our first major arcana. This might be a very exciting endeavor. The Fool. Card number 0. This is another major arcana. Taking a risk, leaping into the direction of what's lighting you up. This might be a new relationship or connection. What is this person's next action towards you? Definitely leaping in your direction. Let's find out. Now I'm curious. This feels like really good energy. Knight of Cups. Oh my goodness. So a love offer. Let's get one more card and then we're going to get some clarifiers. And now we have the Eight of Swords in reverse. This person... I'm curious what the clarifier is going to be, because Eight of Swords is usually trapped energy, whether it's in upright or in reverse. This is our first card in reverse, and it could be a different perspective depending on what message comes out. Immediately, I'm getting the sense that this person is feeling a relief. There's something. It feels like relief. We'll see. All right, Two of Cups. What is this person's next actions toward pile 2? Justice. Making a decision, making a fair assessment. This could also feel legal. I mean, this person could really, you might be married to this person. Take that as it fits for some of you. But those of you where you're nowhere close to marriage, this could be what this person is maybe wanting to bring some sort of commitment into the connection in some way, or I don't know. Wow. This is very, the Star. I was going to say, I don't want to get my hopes up, but now let's talk about the Star, because that is a card that's full of promise. And now we got the Seven of Wands coming up in reverse. Someone that might be laying down their boundaries, lowering their walls, inviting new love in, taking a risk. Why is this here? What is this person's next action toward pile 2? So now this is Nine of Cups in reverse. This person could have been really, single, maybe a little bit on the lonely side. They may have felt very unfulfilled in some way. You could be coming into their energy and exciting them again, making them want to take action. Why The moon. Okay, I was gonna say the moon wanted to come out. Now I'm getting now is this Aquarius? No, gosh, I don't know why I thought Aquarius. Where was Aquarius coming? Um, I'll figure it out later. But the Fool, sorry. But the moon is Pisces. It's cups and energy. But I'm also getting like Cancer energy, so it's cups. Cancer is also cups energy or um fire energy. I'm sorry, water energy. And then we see Scorpio. So it's like all of the cups is being recognized in this moon card. Okay. So person's feeling a little bit of anxiety. It could be because of, their feelings from the past. They may have really had their walls up. They could have had some really disappointing experiences. Shuffle. I don't know. I'm feeling called to shuffle. The sun. Oh. Spirit, 8 of Swords. What is this person's next action? 10 of Wands coming up. All right. It's almost like they are trying to get out of their own way. This trapped energy is maybe something that they feel very overwhelmed in. And this could be them not keeping themselves from taking action in anyone's direction. You might be the first person that they're really considering the fool's path, meaning taking a risk. Bottom of the deck energy, Temperance in reverse. Okay. Wow, this is good. This is good. I'm liking this energy. Pile 2, it's definitely different than pile 1. It's completely different. This feels like something new, something promising. And I feel like the action that this person, whether you want this or not, it's going to be up to you. You and this person could already be in a commitment. So then the next action, I do feel like they are wanting to get romantic with you. But let's go through it. Regardless of your connections, we have the 2 of Cups, and that is very sweet. It's someone that really sees you as a divine. They might see you as a divine counterpart, but this is the card of love. Like, this is the card of being fully connected with someone. It's a very beautiful, it's not misleading. There's no mistaking the 2 of Cups coming up. So whether you feel this in return, I'm getting it's more mutual, just because the energy whenever I see the 2 of Cups is Spirit telling me it's usually going to be mutual. But this person really does want to offer you a mutual, equal balance of love. They really are like loving you right now. And honestly, I do feel like they want to make this more serious in some way, more committed. The Justice card is giving me a promise of changing things around in this person's life. I feel like this person, this might be for some of you, but I'm getting the energy that for this person, a lot of messages I'm getting is this person could have been single for a while, really like in their own established ways, may have had their walls up, but I do feel like for the first time they are wanting to bring justice into their experience when it comes to love. And I think that's what they see with you. Now, even though this feels equal, with Temperance coming up at the bottom of the deck, wow, and the Hanged Man at the bottom of the deck. Temperance is card number 14. It's fire energy. It's Sagittarius. And, this is the card of this person feeling maybe a little bit overwhelmed, maybe a little imbalanced. New love, a new potential experience with someone that forget about the page. There is no page. We're going straight to the 2 of Cups, especially for those of you that resonate of this being a new connection with someone. I feel like this person feels imbalanced because this might be something that they're not used to. It might be very uncomfortable. They really could have been stuck or really had their walls up, and their heart chakra may not have been open. I feel something about this energy is their action is they want to change this. And it's brewing up a little bit of anxiety. So the anxiety I'm getting also is past energy. I would lift up the star, but there's a little bit of a nudity. So we're going to leave it here, but the star energy always, I don't even have to touch it to feel the energy. Like I could just feel it almost like I'm trying to hold it. But the energy is so bright and it's kind of like an aura that booms and gets bigger. Gosh, I'm getting like a nuclear bomb goes off. I'm sorry, that's just the imagery I'm getting, but this person is feeling very hopeful. And I know the nuclear bomb is probably not the best image for hope, but the idea of the resounding brightness that comes from a experience that you're not expecting, almost like this person, and something about it immediately lowered down their defenses. So I feel like the current next action is this person is definitely appreciating their blessings. I think they're taking a moment to be grateful, is some of the energy I'm getting with the star. I also feel like they're sensing that they want to be more vulnerable with you in some way. Just with the 7 of Wands coming up in reverse, it's like they don't need to be defensive. I feel like they feel at ease. The moon, and we're going to get to that. That is the one thing that's seeping in, but I think it's something that they're going to be able to release. They've been very unhappy for a while. The energy, especially with the 9 of Cups coming up in reverse, next to the 7 of Wands, next to the moon, this could be something they've been sitting with. When energy is very fluid, it could change very fast. So someone could change their mind in the drop, like 2 minutes later. But I feel like this feels more constant. This person may have been really, even though they're, whether they've been single or not, but I'm getting more so that they could have been single and really just maybe an autopilot, not really opening up their heart or giving time to anyone in specifically. I feel like they've been blocking themselves because they don't want to get anxious. They don't want to be stressed. But the Fool is here. So with you, I think they are ready to take that leap. It's someone that is blindly going off the cliff. There is a dog excited, by the feet of this person walking off the cliff. This person is holding a flower, could represent growth. We have the sun, mountains in the background. So it's like, regardless of whatever challenges, whatever happens next, they're going to take a leap in your direction regardless. Because I think that it can't be worse than how they've already been feeling or living their life in that independent single mode. With the Knight of Cups, I feel like this is a love offer of some kind. The Knight is forward movement. It's not the Wands, so you're not going to see like someone going extra passionate, strong, aggressive. It's going to be someone that's coming in calm, collective, sure of themselves. But I do feel like underneath all of that confidence, this person is going to feel really anxious, really in their, even just with the animals that are here, I feel like it might be a wolf, a dog. This could be a fox. I don't know. I'm getting a lot of different type of imagery, but the idea of the wildness, the wild nature of animals in the, howling at the moon, like beneath this calm forward movement, they could be really being romantic. I'm getting the energy that they could be romantic, but beneath all of it, I feel that they are nervous, but I feel like it's in a good way. And I do feel like that's the trapped energy. They could be wanting to move forward, and where at once they could have been blocking themselves because it feels overwhelming. It could be really scary. Okay, whether they're male or female, meeting someone, especially when it's the 2 of Cups energy, when you're really digging someone, when you're really feeling someone and hopeful about the potential, your emotions could be all over the place. You could be really stuck on this person. meaning stuck as in addictively, obsessively, being excited about this person, that could start feeling excessive and not in a good way. So I feel like this is starting to be burdensome. And we could get some clarifiers of where that energy is going. So let's get into it. So let's give it one quick shuffle. It's clear that they're moving forward in your direction, guys. Okay, we're getting some forward movement. The Fool, the Knight of Cups, the Star, the Two of Cups, just even this top row is so promising as far as forward movement, releasing old sabotaging ways, being trapped. And this person could have been trapping themselves, okay? Wow, the lighting is very interesting at this time. The clouds are disappearing behind the buildings. The sun, I mean. So let me adjust a little bit of the lighting. Although it kind of has a cool vibe with the neon cards, the colorful neon cards. Okay, so let me focus. Bottom of the deck energy, after I shuffled a Nine of Wands. Okay, this person could have gone through some experiences, guys, as we've all had experiences, right? Unless you're talking about your first love, if you are a teenager or something like that. But, most of us are adults here, and most of us have experienced losses, heartbreak. But I feel like this person in particular could have really not allowed themselves to open up to new love, because they really could have been, blocking themselves in their own heads. But something about your energy is forcing them to get out of that and wanting them to come forward. So not sure if we even need clarifiers, but I wanted to get clarifiers on the Eight of Swords in reverse here with the 10 of Wands. What is this person's next actions? Six of Swords. They are walking away from past energy. That really does feel like what's happening here. I do feel like something is going to change. I feel like what they're headed toward is you. Like you're the dawning, and they're the something that they want to just leave rapid waters. Look at the water, but then look at the clear waters that this person is boating to. The swords, you would think that the boat is leaking, with the swords being in the boat, but it's solid enough to get this person across to the bright sunshine, bringing people into safety. The energy of them wanting to go toward something promising. It could also be something like a family. They may see that in the future with you. Oh, why did I take that out? Oh, let's get one more card. Sorry, I got a little, shoot. Sorry if the volume, I almost swore. I just noticed that I'm getting new audio. I'm waiting for it to come in the mail, but if there was a weird audio shift, I'm having issues with my audio port. So I think it came off for a second, and I'm sorry if there was some sort of audio. I just noticed it and fixed it. Oh my goodness. Crazy outside. I want to get one more card for this energy. Six of Cups in reverse. We got two sixes. It could be very difficult for something in their past that they're letting or walking away from, but they're doing it. They don't want to hold on to it anymore. They're releasing something in the past. It's creating some stress, but it's almost like howling at the moon. Like they're feeling good about it. They're releasing it, and I feel like they know it's time to release it. They've been carrying it around like a burden on their back. And it's been keeping them trapped from new experiences, from new relationships. Let's get one more card. Because are they going to be able to let go? Yeah. They're going to fight for this. This might be very challenging at this current time. Okay. So the energy I'm getting, their next action is definitely coming towards you. If you sense this person has any blocks, it's because of something in their past. Something is challenging them that they are walking away from. It could be thoughts, it could be habits, it could be beliefs that they are releasing from, past experiences could really cause some mindsets that may not be good for you in your growth in your next connection. So I feel like that's what this person is realizing, that in order to have you and this Two of Cups, and they do have hope. I do feel confident this person is going to bring justice, okay? But they do have hope, but I think they realize that in order to have this, they have to let this go. Whatever this past energy is, whether it's a person or a situation that they're releasing, a habit, just their old ways of feeling in their independent, because it wasn't bringing them happiness, guys. I'm going to be honest. Okay, bottom of the deck energy is 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, it wasn't bringing them happiness. They may have ended a relationship or connection. So now, now for some of you, because this is coming up, okay, wow, as the lighting is really shifting. Oh my God. But it's looking really cool with the neon colorful tarot. So we're going to go with it. Okay. Okay. Maybe I'll shift the lighting a little bit. Sorry, guys. It's a weird time of day, but I feel like it's happening for a reason. So, this could be the idea of the dark and light energy that this person is shifting out of as well. Something from their history. And they're moving on to be this perfect candidate for you. And they're doing it for you, pile 2. Now, for some of you, if this is you, if you and this person are reconnecting, and I don't think it's for everyone, but it could be for some of you. This person wants to go in again. They want a fresh start. They still love you. They still really care about you. They want to release whatever conflicts have occurred in the past. Okay? But I'm getting for most of you, this could be their own personal history that they are moving on from. They want success. They want a better future for themselves, guys. And I really do feel like you're part of that. So let's move on to the oracle. I'm really liking these messages. I feel like this person is really understanding what they need to do in order to be healthy for you, because I do sense that they are looking at you as if they could be seeing you as the one, guys. I'm going to be honest. 2 of Cups, it's not to be ignored. And whether you feel this way toward this person or not, this person feels this way towards you. Okay, guys? As I'm still seeing the light shifting on and off, it's such a beautiful, it's not even like a rainy day in Chicago, but it's really hot. I have the curtains semi-closed. The windows are closed. The AC and fan are on. And my 2 cats are so cute. They're sleeping behind me. Moon has been tunneling in under the blanket. And Cloud is like next to her on top of the blanket. It's so super cute. All right. Let's see. Thank you for allowing me to talk about my cats. All right. So the angel answers, what is this person's next actions? So they're definitely coming towards you. Okay. They're releasing something. They want success. This is exciting. What do they listen to? Your intuition. So they're listening to, and I feel like their intuition is telling them that they have to release something. They have to be healthy. They have to come to you correctly with justice. They want to be fair. They want to come correct, guys, honestly. And I think it's because they're valuing you so much. They really do think of you as someone so special, that wish fulfillment, like that doesn't happen every day. You don't get too many of those in a lifetime, guys, okay? So if this person is looking at you as the star, they will do anything to get there. And regardless of how challenging it is, okay? So I think a lot of it is them being divinely guided. They could be going through their own spiritual journey. That's going to help them. Now we have unlikely coming out. I'm going to put it back. I'm not sure if that wanted to come out. If it wants to come out, it will, but I feel like I was still talking. and I really wasn't ready. Okay, so, and if unlikely wanted to come out, like if you believe wanted to come out, then unlikely could be like, it could be their doubts. It could be their trapped energy that they're releasing too. Moon could be sabotaging. It could be someone that's really in their subconscious ways that really are, confronting their shadows about a romantic endeavor. And again, they have a lot of sadness or things that they have to kind of resolve that left them stuck for a while. Okay, so that could be where the unlikely is, but now I went into that. So let's get your real card. And again, if that wants to come out, it will. Helpful people. This person, listen to your intuition, helpful people. This person could be seeking advice. They could have a therapist. They could be seeking advice from just their spirit team, like I do. I feel like my spirit is my therapy. But again, to each their own. I think therapy is important, especially if you need that help. But that could be what they're doing. Letting go. I feel like that also is currently what they're walking away from. Yeah, they're releasing a lot of things in order to make space for you, pile 2. It's exciting though, because I feel like this person is healing it's like fast forward. Like they need to do this in order, within the next few weeks. Trust. I really feel like this person is going to take action in your way. If there's been some sort of delay in some way, then it could be that this person is really wanting to come at you when they feel right and they feel like where they could bring justice into the situation. Because if they sense that they are off and not able to give you the 100%, like it's not good enough for you. So it's not good enough for them. I really do feel like they are really wanting to take some time and care, guys. They really, really, really getting that they really love you. And if it's not love yet, depending on your connection, they look at you as someone that they see in their future. Like you, with the 2 of Cups, I do feel like it is a card of love, guys. I can't deny that. And they may want to make this legal, like they see you as that. Okay? All right, let's get some time oracle. What time? What next actions? We already got within the next few weeks. What else, Spirit? What else can we get? Tomorrow. Oh, yeah. Look at this. We got a tree. We got the sun. You could be currently talking and communicating with this person. So, I'm feeling really good energy. I'm seeing the tree growth. This person is growing. I like this person. January. Take that as it resonates. That could be where things blossom between you and this person. That could be where things shift to something more serious. Time sensitive, that would be, 6 months from now or something like that. So take that as it fits. It could also be, where you and this person, this January could mean something for some of you, is the point. Okay, it could mean something for this person too. For some odd reason, we're seeing flowers, and January reminds me of winter, especially in Chicago. So for those of you that, understand the Midwest weather, Chicago is not blossoming like this. So that could also be just symbolically speaking that even in their darkest moments, you are the flower that blossoms in the background. That's sweet. If that's legit, like that's a message that came through for some of you. We're getting more flowers. What is this? April. January, April. This could have been like a little bit of recent past, and I think we are getting messages of this person is reflecting on the past, so that could be where the time energy is coming. It's going to take a while. Let's get one more card, because I don't know if it will. Way off in the future. October. Okay, we're kind of getting all over the place with this. Allow things to come. So I think this person, This is for this person's next action. I feel they are thinking about the full package. They're thinking about like way off into the future, like what that might look like. As far as like, gosh, I didn't want to say it, but I'm going to say it. Marriage. Okay, justice is feeling like marriage with the Two of Cups, guys. Okay, so way off in the future, they could really be thinking about stuff like that. You're the star, okay? But even just like tomorrow feels very immediate within the next few weeks. But we're getting past future and energy all over the place. So I really do feel like this person is reflecting on everything. The past, the current, the near future, the far future. Like they're all over the place. Allow things to come. And that's kind of the energy that they are starting to cultivate within them faster than you think. Okay? So take that as it fits. Some of you, I feel like, may already be in a connection with this person. And like I said, if you're sensing a little bit of hot, cold energy, it could just be that this person is trying to balance themselves out. And I think they're getting there sooner rather than later, guys. They really, really do care for you. And I do feel like they only see positive outcome when it comes to you. So let's get into the Moonology. Oh, looking at the clock. Wow. We're making good time, actually. It's actually perfect timing. I don't even time these, but they always align for the most part. Okay, so Spirit. Starry beginnings. Next actions. How to choose person's next actions. Any other messages? Oh my God. I was so distracted by this that the rest of them just spilled over. Like an eruption. All right. Get your mind out of the gutter, Kim. All right. Breathe love into your life. Remind yourself to breathe. It could be something as this person is just like, oh my goodness. When it dawns on you that the person that you are crushing on or liking or connecting with might be the person, dude, breathe. It could feel all sorts of emotions. And the idea here is to calm yourself, chill. What else, Spirit? What is this next action? Person. Let's get one or two more. Then we're going to move on to advice. Okay? Okay. Sorry if that was loud. You have a sensitive antenna. Ooh, I've never got that. This person or you, I'm keeping the oracle messages open for any type of messages that need to come through for you or this person. But this person could be really sensitive at this time too. Especially if they are trying to heal or move on from something or someone in their past. And I'm not sensing that there's any emotion or value that they're holding on to from the past. It's just like releasing it. Again, as a human being, you can understand the idea of like, knowing that you have to release something is quite different than actually releasing it. You still have to go through it. So that could be where this sensitive antenna, I really like this message. And, 6 plus 3 is 9. That's hermit energy. So it could be a lot of deep reflective moments too. So if this person is taking a time out, maybe not texting right away or, like for example, tomorrow came out and for some reason I got the message for some of you might be waiting on a text or some type of communication today when you're viewing this, but you might have to wait for tomorrow, for example. Like, it's okay. If you trust this person, and I do feel like you can trust this person, right? You could trust this person. I feel like they could trust you too. But the idea here is if this person needs moments to hermit because they are extra sensitive, that's okay. Allow them that time. Sensitive people collect emotions from others. This feels like empath energy too. I'm obvious. I don't know if that's obvious to you or not, but I'm an empath. It's helpful in channeling messages for sure, because I could feel the energy, I could sense it. But I'm also an empath, a deep empath in my real day-to-day life. It's very hard to be around people sometimes, depending on their energy. So this person that you're thinking of, it could also be you, could be very sensitive to that too. Time to move on, flow with the river, see where it takes you. Guys, we're getting a lot of energy of releasing, moving on. And that's kind of where this person is. They're moving on from whatever this history is. And it's not feeling good. They held on to it really tight, I think, for a long time. Whoever or whatever it was, they held on to it. And it wasn't causing them any happiness, guys. It could have just been holding on to something out of habit, out of comfort, even if the comfort isn't even giving you happiness anymore. And I get that energy. I held on to something, i.e. someone, longer than I should have back in the day. My karmic relationship, my long college, my first love. You know, I do consider that person being my first love, but first love or not, it was karmic. You know, it wasn't meant to be. He was not the one for me, that person. Okay. The point is, I don't even know what the point is. I don't know what I was saying. I held on to it. I wasn't in love. I held on because I didn't know what else there was. The minute you release it though, and you start realizing what else life could be, how else life could be, that's when the star energy could come out. Okay, let's close out your reading with some advice, because now I'm looking at the clock and, ooh, yes. Okay. Maybe yes wants to come out. We'll see. Spirit, what is some advice for pile 3? Oh, sorry, pile 2, as we close out pile 2's reading today. Maybe one or, you know why I said 3? Because I was going to say 2 or 3. I was thinking how many cards I wanted, but now I'm thinking 1 or 2. 1 or 2 cards, please, Spirit. Break the chain. Oh my God, I love it. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. You know why? Because this could also be the energy of your person. You could be reflecting this, you and your person, but rewriting the future, I think that has to do with each other. Both of you could have experienced some really dark or some not so great. You could have experienced a lot of karmic or a big karmic connection, each of you. I don't know, but I feel like you're breaking that pattern, or this person's breaking that pattern. I think Spirit is coming in to show me that it could be both of you. Trust your path coming in at the bottom. I love this card too. There's so many cards I love in this deck. The energy of like, no matter what you do, it's the best path you could take. Transformation, yes. The tree energy, it's growth, transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. That could be where you're at. This could be why you're attracting and inviting this energy, this person in. The more transformation that you are undertaking, pile 2, I feel like that's where this person also is going to be able to transform. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. Keepers of the earth. Wow. Ancestors coming out twice. So this is where we're going to keep your reading today. Wow, I'm getting some really good vibes. Let me know in the comments. That really helps the channel, and I love listening to your stories and messages, and especially when it's actually, it could be anything. Honestly, some of you really do share some of your experiences, and I appreciate that, and it just makes my heart like so full when I read some of the things, because it's relatable and I really appreciate it. So let me know what's going on, and I hope this resonated. I hope this made sense, and hopefully I'll see you again. Bye guys. Hello everyone, and welcome to your reading today. So if you chose the Tiger Eye Double Pointed Tower, and or if you chose the PopArt Classic Tarot deck, then this is your reading today, and I'm excited to get into it. So we are asking the person that is currently on your mind, what are their next actions towards you? What is the immediate next action that they are wanting to take when it comes to you? Now keep in mind that this is a timeless reading. So whenever you come across this reading, the messages should resonate because you are a part of the collective energy at this point. It was meant to be, in other words. Also, this is a general reading, so regardless of whatever connection, it doesn't matter. We're tuning into the specific energy. We might get some details of what's going on, though, so keep that in mind. Take what fits, leave the rest. So let's give it one more good shuffle, pile 3. Thank you so much, Spirit, for being here today for pile 3. Would like the best messages for pile 3 of what are their next actions. This person on pile 3's mind, Spirit. Thank you so much again. We're going to get 5 cards today with the clarifiers. So let's start. Spirit, what are their next actions toward pile 3? Person on pile 3's mind. Whoever this person is. Okay. Page of Wands. They're a little bent. I love my classic tarot decks. Especially this one's a cool one. The PopArt. Page of Wands, okay. Some type of message is coming forward to you. Could be flirting. I'm getting some energy of flirty messages. 2 of Swords coming up in reverse. I'm wondering if this person has made a decision when it comes to you. I'm getting that. What is this person's next action? Pile 3. Queen of Cups. Ooh. They could be looking at you as the Queen of Cups. What an interesting card. You know, this might not be specifically classic because I'm not sure if that's... It looks like a robot. It might be a little bit of changes, maybe. I don't know. I'd have to compare. But either way, I'm also getting like a baby under this chair. I'd have to compare it to an actual classic deck, but I thought this was a classic deck. It might be a little changes, but it could be. I don't know. It looks a little different. So either way, it's the Queen of Cups. So I do feel like they're moving in your direction. What are pile 3's person next actions toward pile 3, Spirit? Ooh, guys. So this is our first major arcana, and it's the Sun. I always, this is my favorite card in the deck, if you haven't realized. Okay, I'm a Leo, and the Sun is ruled by, Leo is ruled by the Sun, the sign of the Sun. Gosh, I'm getting like a tongue twist. The energy, though, is beautiful. Okay, it's card number 19. See sunflowers. I mean, it's just, and this child, I guess, is on a horse. So we're getting the imagery of someone taking action. There's going to be a lot of joyful times in your future. This could also represent summers, time sensitive. What are their next actions? The Chariot. Oh my goodness. So they're moving towards you quickly, very fast. I feel like there's going to be some really good positive energy. This feels like fire energy, guys. They may sense that you have some emotions for them. Wow. But they may not understand what their emotions are for you. They're coming up as the Page of Wands. This could be new. This could be a newer connection. This could be a new person. But we do have 2 major arcana. So I do feel like there's a lot of passion involved. There's a lot of excitement involved. I'm getting the energy. Could go both ways. But yeah, something about you. They view you. And look at how like the page is facing the Queen of Cups. Like this person has their eye on you. They want to take action. Okay. Why is a page here? Of Wands. What is their next actions toward pile 3, Spirit? So this is the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. I'm curious if something about the balance is off in some way. We might have to get a clarifier because the 6 of Pentacles is it's well, there's a scale, so it kind of always reminds me of Libra energy, but it's actually Taurus energy, Six of Pentacles. But the scale, as far as Libra goes, it's like balancing, equal give and take in some respect. Someone giving, make it could have been breadcrumbing. It's a term that's being used, that is used for people who give a little at a time, but not enough. So this person could be breadcrumbing, or you might think that they are, but it could be that they're coming in. I mean, the page is a little bit of on the immature side. I've said it more than once on this channel, but not that they're immature, but that could just be also new. It's a beginning connection. I feel like that could be where the page is. So I think at this point, the balance might be a little off as far as the give and take. And take that as it resonates, because it could be you that's a little bit, or it could be them, or it could also just be like they're coming in as a wands, which could be more passionate, more flirty. And if you're coming in as the Queen of Cups in their perspective, that could be more emotional, more balanced, and a little bit more sophisticated, because it's a queen versus a page. So that could be where the balance is a little despairing, but we could get into more detail. Why is the Two of Swords here, Spirit? What is this person's next action toward pile 3? Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay. Now, Knight of Wands coming up in the reversal is a sign that this person is leading with their passion, the tendency to make decisions, swift decisions that more so are being led by physical, endeavors, as opposed to being led by the heart. So I'm curious what that is about. So Queen of Cups, what is their next actions towards you? Five of Cups in reverse. For a moment, I was going to say the Hermit in reverse, just because it looks like a lone person, You could be sad about or heartbroken over something. Guys, okay, this is shifting a little bit. And we're going to get into more details, but there is a potential that they may know that you've healed from something. I don't know. I feel like you are also coming out as someone that is just in their divine. Why is the Sun here, Spirit? The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. There is going to be, this could be a cycle that you and this person are in. This might also be time to develop. I think with the Wheel of Fortune, this could be someone that you're just having fun with, that this person might just want to have fun with you. It might not be someone serious. It could be a karmic connection, for example. Those of you that, just someone that's not long-term. So they might be coming in very fast. What are their next actions? Why is the Chariot here? Pile number 3. Wow, 8 of Wands, guys. Okay. Bottom of the deck energy, Temperance at the bottom. Oh, wow. So if this doesn't resonate, this is not your reading, but I'm getting the energy of someone coming in very fast with passion. Very, I don't know if it's aggressive. We could get some clarifiers. It's fun. I do feel like this person is energetic, very passionate, but I do feel like this person could be a little bit of a player energy I'm getting. Might be coming in too strong. I'm getting like a subtle energy from the Queen of Cups. Someone that is healed, divine in their energy. Someone that is offering a cup and feeling emotionally sound about it, feeling confident about it, okay? However, who this person is offering their cup to is someone that might not be balancing things. Okay, so I'm getting also a new message coming in. Temperance coming in at the bottom of the deck energy, which also this is a major arcana coming out as, again, another major arcana. This is card number 14. It's fire energy, Sagittarius. And, Sagittarius is someone that has purpose. It's in the ninth house. So it's the energy of someone having purpose, but because it's in the reverse, this person could be out of focus, all over the place. We have Six of Wands coming in, really looking at this connection as something that they could triumph over. You and this person could have been physical. The High Priestess, Six of Swords, Five of Pentacles. This could have been very fast. This person could have swept in, and this person could have left. This could have been a cycle. You could have a physical connection with this person, and it might not go beyond that. You might have cut feelings. Okay, this is a lot. So let's go step by step, okay? Sorry, guys. And I may have already said something, so we're going to keep it quick, but Page of Wands. Now, I did get good energy right away. The page is someone that is giving, it's a message of some kind. This is fire energy. Now, the Page of Wands could be Aries, Sag, Leo. It could be any of the fire energies. Because it is representing like the youngest of the court card, which is where I got a sense that this could be someone new, someone that you might not have gone too deep with as far as an emotional or intimate, emotional intimacy in that sense, like a deep connection. I feel like there was a limit of how far this person is coming towards you. With the Six of Pentacles being in reverse here, it feels like this person is giving action. Their next actions is in one way and not another. Like they're kind of putting more energetic energy in maybe something that's more passionate. Like I said, I got flirty vibes right away. And, some of you might like that. Some of you may not. Really depends on this person and how, much swag they have or how charming they are. But I'm getting more of this person might be charming, but with the Knight of Wands coming up in reverse, it could be a little toxic too. You could be sensing that this person may, kind of be set in their ways as far as how they operate when it comes to a romantic endeavor. Like they're looking for pleasure, they're looking for happiness, joy, and it could be in the moment. Okay. Now, this person could have disappointed you in the past to the point now where you might be healing from this energy. I also think that their next actions are not going to be to the Queen of Cups, to the level that the Queen of Cups deserves. Okay? What they are offering, because I do feel like, I'm getting stuck energy from this person, but almost like the opposite, like the unstuck energy of this person just giving their time and physical body to it could be many people or not, but I do feel like they're very fast in that type of wanting that type of connection. And you might be you might like it though, because again, with the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune coming out, you could be happy. You could be enjoying this. So regardless, this feels like a physical connection or a passionate connection. Whether you could trust this person or not, I don't know. I don't know if I'm picking up on third party, but with the Knight of Wands coming up in reverse, you could sense that this person is in it for the pleasure or the physical aspect of this connection, as opposed to having a deeper emotional connection. I also feel like the way this person is pacing themselves is super fast. We have some very fast moving cards, guys. You could also be currently in something right now with this person that feels like it's headed like going at fast lightning speed. This could also have been someone that you got physical with faster than you may have wanted to. Something like that. I'm getting the energy of with the Chariot, with the Eight of Wands, with the Wands energy. This all feels like someone that is giving you one way of how this connection is going to go. Now, whether this person has emotions for you or not, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting that at all right now. But there was some sort of success that they are feeling with you. They might also think that if they charge ahead, that there, no matter what, is going to be some sort of triumph when it comes to you, okay? Whether or not you like this or not, I can't tell where you're at. I don't know how you feel about this person, okay? But like I said, you're coming out as the Queen of Cups and the Five of Cups in reverse. So you could be, I don't know, I just feel like you might be going through the flow. You might have healed from something in your past, and this person currently is just someone to get your mind off something that you've healed from. In other words, for you, this could be a distraction, and it could be passionate. You already could know that this person is in it for the physical. Who knows? I mean, I'm getting that for some of you. Okay, let's get some clarifiers though, because that might not be everyone's energy. This is a general reading, but I think some of you might be using this person to move on from something that you're healing from. Okay, so we'll see. What is this? So we have the Six of Pentacles coming up, which feels like an imbalance in some way. Is there any clarifier you could give me what this person's next action is? Why is the Six of Pentacles with the Wands? Whoa, another six coming up, Six of Cups. Something not being, something, okay. If this is a person you've been, now this is for others. I'm getting a message, a strong message that this could be someone that you're in a cycle with. This person could be in and out of your life, breadcrumbing you. This person could be a player, man or female, it doesn't matter. Both sexes could display this type of behavior, guys, okay? And it might be difficult for you to let go, or this person to let go of you. With the Six of Cups coming up here, it does feel like you might have history with this person. But the history that you have with this person feels a little toxic. It feels a little imbalanced. With the Page of Wands coming to it, it might feel like immature energy. This person is only showing up in one way. That sun energy feels good, but it could also be too bright. It could burn you. If this person is only coming in with physical, passion, sexual intentions, at a certain point, that might not be what you want. It really depends on what you want, but you might want it. You know, we are getting a lot of fast movement, but if you're wondering about the intentions of this person is not in a committed way, guys. You might be repeating this cycle. I feel like it might be a friends with benefits type of situation that you're in. It's not getting deep. So their next actions is not going to be to offer you commitment. You might be healing from something. I want to see. What is the Five of Cups here with the Queen of Cups, Spirit? What is their next actions? Why is this here? What is this telling us? Two of Pentacles in reverse. Something's off balance. Something is not equal. Two of Pentacles is Capricorn energy. And now we have the Four of Pentacles. Value. I feel like you're seeing the value in who this person is, but also they're not valuing you. I'm going to be honest. Their next actions are going to be something that you're already maybe seeing from them. I don't think they're changing. And what you're seeing from them is them not valuing you or placing you in high priority or high degree. I really do feel like they may be looking at you, and you see it. You know that this is not giving you any sense of balance, but why are you going? Queen of Cups. You might think this is, this, gosh, you might be going through something spiritual. You could be going through something, guys. But High Priestess could also be you hiding. There may be some sort of emotional a spiritual connection that this person and you might be connected at, but I'm getting more of someone. Okay. The energy I'm getting, and again, the question we are asking is what their next actions are toward you. Their next actions are coming in a physical way, fast, flirty. They want to get into bed with you guys. Okay, that is their intention. But I feel like you may know this. I think that you are spiritually more awake and sound. You might be doing it because you want that distraction. You're okay with this person because that's kind of where you're at with whatever you're healing. I'm getting that a strong message for some of you. So if this is someone you're having fun with, wow, good for you. This might be the best person for you to have fun with. But if it's starting to feel a little toxic, and this is getting more into the breadcrumb area where you might be getting emotions, which I don't know if you are feeling emotional, but the Queen of Cups is here. So that could feel like emotions are attached. You're having fun, but now it's getting a little bit like you're waking up to this energy. Why is the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune here in reverse, Spirit? What is the next actions of this person? Four of Cups. This person could be coming in and out of your life. They may not be taking action as far as grabbing the opportunity that you might see the potential. But here's the thing, guys. You could see potential all day with people. But what is actually happening? That is what you need to see. So the potential you might see is happiness. This person and you could have something really solid in the physical world. You might have a lot of passion or feel that passion or that chemistry. You could be in a cycle with this person, but the opportunity is not being grasped for this to be grounded into something other than that. Why is the Chariot in the Eight of Wands here? Is this what I think? Is this just passion? Is just forward movement in that department, or is this something else? Oh my God, Six of Wands again. Guys, yeah. I feel like this is triumph over. Let's get another card though, just in case, but fire energy. And again, this is the energy of physical. But so the Wands, Six of Wands is Leo energy, also Sun. Yeah, guys, that's crazy how the Six of Wands came out because that was the bottom of the deck energy for those of you that forgot. Why else is the Chariot and the Eight of Wands here? What's going on, Spirit? What is the next actions of this person? Okay. There's going to be an end to this, guys. I think you're waking up. I don't think you're going to invite this person in. There's going to be at one point where you're going to be like, no. You're going to be like, X. This is not happening. And that could be hard. You know what? I'm going to be honest, guys. I'm a little bit of a prude. I'm very conscious of where my physical energy, let's just say I don't know what it means to just be physical with someone. Like that's not things that I get into often. So no judgment. Okay? But you might be breaking this off. And here's the thing. What is the next actions of this person? It's going to be forward movement towards you. They're going to come full speed ahead. I think what's going to be, the brakes are going to be pulled on your end, guys. Okay? That's what I'm getting. Does this resonate? Does this make sense? Let me know. If it doesn't, I don't know. This is what I'm getting. This is the energy, okay? Let's get into your oracle. But yeah, I don't think you're going to allow this to be coming back in. I think you're over it. It made you happy at one point. I think it gave you a lot of, it was fun. I think it was fun while it lasted type of energy. But I think at this point, knowing that there's no potential other than what it is, and this forward movement too could be toward an ending. The Three of Swords is just with the Five of Pentacles in reverse, like someone is ending it, and I feel like it's more you. That this person could be moving forward again. whether it's breadcrumbing or giving you, those signs like they're ready to go another round. For those of you, if that makes sense, I feel like you're going to be now of the energy of like, you know what? We're done. I'm done. I've had enough. Like almost like it's reached its time. But I don't know. I could be off. You might really love this person and want this person and are disappointed with this person not showing up the way you want them to. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. So let's get the angel answers. Now I'm curious what oracles are going to come out for this. Collective energy, pile 3. What do we need to see? What are their next actions toward pile 3, Spirit? Within the next few months. You could still be dealing with this person. It might take a while. I don't know. It's up to you. But this person is definitely still moving towards you. Yes, be assertive. That could mean a lot. Ask for help from others. That could mean a lot, guys, but the main message I'm getting is you're getting a confirmation of you might not want to continue with this type of situationship. Okay? It's not enough for you. It may have been at one point. It may have been really fun. It may have been what you needed, especially if you were healing from something else. But now you're kind of at a stage where this person keeps coming in with the same type of energy, with the same type of breadcrumbs, not really giving you anything solid, not really going away. Like I said, it could be someone that you kind of just comes back in and out depending, okay? But this could be your, also this could be their energy. I do feel like they're very assertive. They are a yes person, So again, we're not on your advice yet. So if we're looking again at what their next actions are toward you, this makes sense. 8 of Wands, the Chariot, the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands in reverse. Be assertive, yes. With the 6 of Wands, like it's just a lot of fire. It's a lot of like they seem like this. No offense to people like this, especially I don't find this type of energy attractive. When someone comes in so hot and passionate and flirty, like that scares the living daylights out of me and I will run. That's just me. But it may have, in wherever you are in life, this may have been really exciting, this type of energy. But I do feel like you're starting to learn that lesson, like, maybe this is the only intention this person really has. Okay? And I'm sorry. I mean, that is a lesson I learned a long time ago. Just because I'm older, I'm a little bit more experienced when it comes to this type of Knight of Wands energy in reverse. It's easier to kind of detect where someone is in life if they're matching you. And I just feel like you being the Queen of Cups, whether you're male or female, like you're coming out as someone that is just a little bit more mature, a little bit more wise, loving, emotional, and just being in the physical is not good enough for the Queen of Cups, All right. I think physical and passion is very important. Oh my God, I'm a Leo. Like that's 100%. Like, dude, that's all I want to do with my person. But forget about talking. I just want to have fun. But the point I'm trying to make is the emotional side isn't there either. So I think that's what you might be looking for. And you're realizing this person might not be it. Even though this person isn't walking away, it's going to be up to you, to be honest. Today, wow. Oh my God. What a sad depiction. Make a donation today. Like the breadcrumbing. Yeah, guys, wow. It could be very symbolic with what we're talking about too, but gosh, what a sad depiction. Like I'm thinking of those commercials of people starving and But today seems immediate. Like, people are starving. You got to do it today. You got to send the money and donate today. So this could also be what energy you're donating into this connection. And I think that it's going to start changing today, immediately. I'm proud of you. It's worth waiting for. Now, this could also be and this could also be, again, we're not talking about, I left the oracle messages open for spirit, whether it's going to be advice for you or other messages about what their next actions are. So the other message I'm getting for this person is this could also be them breadcrumbing. Just with the symbology of the imagery of starving children. Like, it's heartbreaking. And it's not enough food. It's not enough energy. So I think that's what they're showing you currently, as far as what their next actions are. Now, it's worth waiting for. This feels more like advice for you as far as like your future, and it might not be with this person, guys. Okay, that's just the message I'm getting for that card. This year, and it could be something could be happening this year. This also came out in one of the readings, but time sensitive. This could be a celebratory moment with the fireworks. And this is summer season. Even like with those of you that live in the States, whether you celebrate the 4th of July or not, we're going to get a lot of fireworks. But even in the city of Chicago, there's fireworks downtown twice a week, and other areas too. So it's really, this could also be New Year's. Either way, it says this year, and I feel like something beautiful is going to happen for you. Now, this also feels like an eruption. If we're thinking about it in a physical, innuendo this year, this could have been the energy that this person is feeling with you, like the sexual chemistry, where it could have been good. This person could really have had a lot of fun with you. You could have had a lot of fun with this person. All right, the last card we're getting is next year. Goodbye 2020. Wow, guys, I feel like that is a message, man. Then we're getting tomorrow again. This came up earlier. Today, tomorrow, this year, next year. It's worth waiting for. Wow. I feel like that's symbolic, guys. This year, today, tomorrow, next year. Almost like get rid of the past. Be open for the new. I feel like you're going to move on from this person. If this doesn't sound like your energy, you would have left a long time ago. We're 33 minutes in, 33:18 in, and honestly, I feel like what's coming towards you in the future is going to be worth waiting for. Don't give up. You are the Queen of Cups. You're going to get your happiness with the sun coming up next to the Queen of Cups. This could have been an experience that you had a lot of fun with. It may have got to its expiration date. Okay? And if that's the case, it's better to recognize it now, because I am getting the energy. I really am. I'm wondering if I'm completely off, but I'm just going with the messages, okay, guys? That you're the one that's going to be like turning this person down the next time they come full speed ahead. Like, you're going to be like, nope. Okay, bye. I don't know, for some of you. All right, starry beginnings. Next actions of this person. Let's see, our advice. Actions of this person. Advice. Trust what you need is there. With love, all can be accomplished. Card number 7, which is the Chariot. Wow. Now, by the way, to backtrack, the Chariot is Cancer energy. It's moon energy, because it's Cancer is in the sign of moon. The Chariot. And trust what you need is there. You might be moving. I feel like you're going to be moving in a direction. Feel and release. The way is clear. I love it, guys. I love it so much. Release all you've accumulated on this journey. Awaken to the power within you. Yeah. By the way, 3 is Empress energy. The way is clear. Like I feel like you are gaining your divine energy. You're gaining your power back. But I feel like you already are in your power with the Queen of Cups coming up. And then it says feel and release. This could be you could have the last physical encounter with this person and then you're like, bye-bye. You might ghost this person. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like you're gaining your power back in some way when it comes to this energy. But it's not like this person was like, you allowed this energy in. I feel like it did bring you some joy and happiness. Even if this person was breadcrumbing you or only giving you one thing, it's like you allowed it. I think that's what you were inviting in. But it could be because you were healing from something. And now I feel like you're ready to like just release. Okay? Release the old and bring in the new. I really love how like this year, next year, today, tomorrow, like the idea of like, duality too of past, present, or past, future, or present, future. All right, I'm going too deep into that. But either way, let's get your advice as we close out your reading. Pile 3, this has been very interesting. Honestly, if you're still here, the messages are resonating. But for those of you that I feel like I probably lost viewers along the way because this is all 3 of the readings today have been so different. The collective energy for each of the readings have been completely different. So sometimes it's the same energy, but a little slightly different, but today was extreme. So I'm curious how you guys are going to resonate with these messages. Let me know. I really appreciate the comments when you resonate. It goes a long way to help the channel too. What are you being called to journey to? I love this card. Imrama. Like the idea of you're ready to move forward. You're ready to move on. I do feel very healing energy from you. Warrior. Oh, warrior woman coming in at the bottom. Okay. Gosh, I have a few favorite cards in this deck. Lumeria, I want to say, is maybe my second favorite card. The first favorite card is the Yes card. This is one of my top cards too, but Lumeria, creating heaven on earth, it's happening. The idea that you are the manifester of your own life. The minute you realize that you are in charge of your creating your own world, it's the craziest feeling, guys. It's like you get out of autopilot. You're creating your own heaven on earth. Not everything is starting to be a problem. Like, yeah, there's problems, but it's also your perspective of looking at something, a situation as a problem, right? You're starting to look at things from a different angle. Your perspective is getting grander, and I feel like you're awakening more to your soul. And you're being called in a different direction from this energy, guys. I think that's just all right. Let's get the bottom of the deck. The crumbling. What are you clinging on to? Wow. With the 6 of Cups being in reverse. So this could be a confirmation. Okay. It's not for everyone. And obviously I cannot tell you what to do. That is not my job. But this could just be a confirmation for some of you that if you've been clinging on to this energy, this person, with the hope that there's potential, but really recognizing that this person might not be ready to go beyond just breadcrumbing or giving you one sort of type of energy as opposed to being the full package for you. I think that is something you might be recognizing is crumbling down. You might have been clinging to it at one point. Like I said, I feel like with the sun being out, it was fun. But sometimes, like it's such a hot day, for example, in Chicago right now. Like my shades, the lighting has been really crazy throughout this reading today, throughout the piles. And the curtains I had to close because it was just too hot, the energy of the sun. So, and I'm a Leo. I love the sun. I am the sun, the Leos, shout out to my Leos. But But here I am being a Leo talking about how awesome we are. But the point is, sometimes it's too much. It's too hot. It's too much heat. You need to close the shades. And I feel like that could be something that you are, understanding when it comes to this energy with this person, because they're moving full speed ahead when it comes to you, but they're only in one intention. Okay. So I hope this helped. I hope this made sense. Let me know if it did. And I hope to see you again. Bye, guys.